Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. I'm going to need all my peeps, my peoples to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that share button so we can go all the way to the top. So our videos can basically go all the way through YouTube and all of us can gain more popularity. We can go up to the top and we can get the comment section popping. We can get it lit. My peeps, my peoples, I'm going to need y'all to like the video, please. So let's get started. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2, Episode 3. It's going down. JoJo is in her feelings with Prince. She's still talking about her father. She's still thinking she's Billy Badass. She's talking about she don't want to run into Jessie Woo. She don't want to see her, of course, because she's ready to beat that ass. You don't threw a drink at her for no reason at all. You popping off for what reason? Somebody's gonna pop you off. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what's good with that. And then we have Prince. He wants to be a rapper. He wants to be hip hop. He don't want to do the nightlife anymore. He's trying to convince us of his sob story that he was in juvenile facilities. He lost his car. He got his shit right. But if you, the king of Miami, the king of the nightlife, why would you want to cut that off when you could be actually promoting your music with all these celebrities and performing your songs in the clubs? Doesn't really make any sense. I gotta say one thing. Chaotic music is the shit. I listen to his music. His music is really good. And he talks about positive music. He's been shot 17 times. He said this is like his last chance, his last straw. If he's not positive and he don't get it right, he might not be here no more. And so that's why he's making positive, feel good music, and it does feel good and it sounds good. The beat is good. I really think he's a good artist. We actually got somebody that's hip hop on this show that's actually got talent. I'm like, yay, yay. So we got Chaotic in his story. He got shot so many times. God bless him. And we have Veronica Vega, people putting the money on her, putting their houses up, selling their houses, spend $1.5 million, $1.2 million on Veronica Vega, and she has no profit. They haven't recouped their money back, and they're gonna still invest in her. He could invest in somebody with a better talent, because I'm just like, you're gonna continue to put money in her, especially when she's insecure and she doesn't believe in herself. She doesn't believe in herself. And it's too much pressure for her. So, and then we got Gunplay with the kitty cat. He done brought his girl the kitty cat because he wants her to come with him so he can get some of that kitty cat. He wants that kitty cat back. He misses that kitty cat and he's in love. He's in love with a big booty. So we have that situation, and we have Joy and Shay. Shay actually looked good this whole episode, except for in the confessionals when she had that platinum wig on. But she didn't look bad. But her and Joy basically was the best dressed on the show. Trina wigs just throw her off. You know what I mean? And, JoJo clothes are always too small for her. Always look like she's popping out of her clothes. It always look like when you see JoJo's face, it looks like she's taking the shit. Then we see Veronica Vega. Her sister looks like JoJo, but prettier. Then on top of that, now we know Veronica Vega family is not black. We can clearly see that they are Spanish or Latino. Latinas. Latino. So I don't know why she said in reunion that she was black, but she said she was. So we got that situation clarified, and we got to keep hearing JoJo talk about her father taking the money away. But JoJo also threw Amada under the bus when she told Bobby what Amada said about him being a drama queen and starting trouble. He got bad energy. She really threw under the bus. And JoJo also threw her mother under the bus by telling, Pleasure P that, hey, listen, my mother thinks that it's drama. She don't really think that me and you are, one-on-one or whatever. Why are you throwing your mother under the bus? Your mother told you that. She didn't tell P that. I'm like, damn, keep your mouth closed. And Shay, you got to stop fighting these women over P, because P has moved on like 3 or 4 times with 3 different women on this show. P ain't stunting you. You got to find a storyline, find something to do. Become a singer, become a dancer, do something, start a hairline, go, volunteer somewhere, go to the shelters, do something, because going around here. But I'm here if you can get to JoJo, because JoJo is wrong for what she did to Jessie Woo. Then Jessie Woo is still out here complaining about Amada. It wasn't Amada that stole your style. It was your boy Julian, her manager, that stole your style and your idea. So you need to take it up with the manager. So this time Jessie Woo didn't bring up the situation with Amada asking her boyfriend, did he ever cheat on her? So we got Jessie Woo, we got Trina, and we have Tip. Their wigs was ferocious. But Joy came every scene Joy was in. She was only in one. She looked good. Her hair was good. Joy was on point. So was Shay. She was on point. Except for the confessional, she was on point. She was straight. Like, she looked good. Like, she put herself together well. So I'm going to say JoJo and, Shay was the best. And at the end, Trina looked good at the dinner table, when they was hashing out their issues. And so let's get started. Let's get started with Bobby, Tip, and Shay. They're at the park. Bobby's playing baseball and all of the other good stuff. And basically he goes, Prince supposed to be here, but Prince is not here because of what JoJo did. JoJo did this, JoJo did that. But it was partly Prince's fault. And you got Miami Tip talking about, I don't like, JoJo or Amada. They fake this and that. And so he hashed out that situation, what went down with that situation, when he was rehearsing for his video. And, Bobby's shooting a video. He's working. He's actually working with Trina, opening up for Trina. Trina's letting her little cousin get some shine. Bobby's happy. Bobby wants to be signed to Trina's record label. Trina shows up with her man, Ray, her CEO or whatever, or executive. And so, Ray actually says Bobby's been working hard. Bobby wants to be signed, but Trina wants to make sure that he's on point. He doesn't get business mixed with family, and he does his due diligence and do his job like he's supposed to. So she's testing him, knowing that he just wants to be signed. And they're talking about Trina signing all these people to her label. I was like, okay. I ain't never heard of it, but you know what, Trina? If you signing people, you putting people out here, and you putting them onto some stacks, some bundles, some money, some cheddar, some dollars, some payola, then you know what? Go ahead, do your thing. So we'll see what happens with that situation. But Shay wants to talk to Trina basically because she feels like she messed up, and Trina's talking all this big cash money shit, talking about I know she wants to talk to me because she got to, because you can't be coming to Miami and disrespecting Miami and then disrespecting me. You got to come through me. Blase in the third. I was like, oh, somebody's feeling their selves. Miami's too big for that, baby girl. So we have that situation. Then we get Chaotic. He's in the studio with, Prince. Oh no, him and Prince are at the tattoo shop. He's getting a tattoo on his forehead, and Chaotic talks about him being locked up in and out of jail, changing his life around. He getting a tattoo where his face was split open because he was shot there too as well. I was like, damn, and he was just telling his gangster lean story. Luckily he's alive to tell it, and hopefully he stays safe out there in them streets and stay protected. And so we have Prince is trying to compete, talking about I was in juvenile facilities, I was homeless, I had to fight, I had to do this, I had to do that. He has on a weird outfit. He has a backpack on as like a shirt, and he has no shirt on, and he's really bony. He has on these red pants, got the do-rag on. And then Prince got weave in his hair just like Sam from Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't know what's going on with these guys putting the extensions in their hair, but I guess if we can do it, they can do it, I guess. So it is what it is. So Prince wants to go to the studio. He wants to rap because he feels like the nightlife is not for him anymore. I don't think it ever was. I don't even think he was the prince or the king of Miami at night, because if you was making so much money, you wouldn't be giving it up that way. And the way that you look and the way you portraying yourself now doesn't seem like you was ever like a huge promoter. I'm just saying. I could be wrong because I know a promoter that's his age, but he acts very differently. So we have that situation. I was like, damn, Chaotic got shot 17 times. So Chaotic and Prince are going to the studio because Prince wants to show Chaotic that he got some skills. He got some rap flow. Everybody wants to be a rapper. And so we get to Veronica Vega. She pulls up and she's at her, at a meeting with the people that, own her, basically. The one that, put out $1.9 million. He sold his house, and he has gotten no return from Veronica Vega. Why would you invest any more money in her? Why would you even put your house up for her? Like, what made you think that she could do this? Like, you sell your house? Man, you could have found somebody else to believe in. I bet you if you would have put $1.5 million in anybody else, you would have got your return back or something. Veronica Vega is very insecure. She don't know what to do. She's nervous. She's making up lies. That dude, he looked like he looks like he didn't believe her. He wants to believe her, but, he got to make it work because he done blew so much money, $1.9 million. Shit, he could have brought some stocks and some bonds. He could have gambled and probably got his money back. So Veronica Vega's basically, she said she gonna do it. She's gonna work. She's gonna try her best. Yeah, right. And so we get to JoJo. She's at her store. Her store looks like it's a wreck. Like she's still working on it. It's been a whole year and you still ain't got that store together. And basically she's, dressing this young dude that plays for the New Orleans Saints or a football team or whatever. The mom wants JoJo to hook up with him, but JoJo's not feeling him. She wants P. When P has been spread around thin on the show, P has not been faithful. P has been disrespectful to every woman that he was dating on this show, and he has commitment issues. And you gonna run with him? Okay, JoJo, do your thing, girl. And so JoJo ends up talking to her mom about her getting into it with Jesse Wu. JoJo was like, oh my goodness, I never want to see Jessie Wu again. I met up with her and I had to throw a drink at her and I never want to see her again. Of course you don't want to see her again because you ran when you threw the drink at her and you don't want to see her again because she wants to fight you and she's about that life. And all you got to do is sit on Jessie Wu and you'll be all right. So, and then she talks about Pleasure P. The mom was like, he's not good for you. You're not going to be happy with him. Of course not, because she's just somebody that he's not really interested in. He's gonna play it just for a storyline. So JoJo has a store. She has the business with Bobby and Prince, and then dating P. So basically, she's gonna be on the show for a little bit. So moving on from that, we got Trina. We have Jessie Wu, and we have Tip. They're at Jessie Wu's show, and Jessie Wu is talking about cats and Haitian and whether she ate cats when I was like, damn, why would you say that on stage and leave it like that? So everything's left on the show and anybody's had is Haitian eats cats, even though we know that's not true, but like, damn. You couldn't pick any other joke to be filmed on, the show. Maybe you had no choice and they only picked that show because it was kind of derogatory and it fit a negative stereotype. So whatever. So this is when, all the ladies are sitting at the table. And this is when Jessie Wu lets, Miami Tip and Trina know that, hey, listen, that she got into it with JoJo, the two big fat bitches. Basically, that's what she said. And she was like, JoJo threw a drink at me. I threw a bottle at them. I got one wet. And basically, Amada stole from me. Julian, right? Julian's actually, Trina's manager or something like that. But he's been neglecting her because he's been with Amada. Because right now, Amada is basically on the map and she's popping. And so Trina was like, well, I'm the number one. Before you can get any other artist to pop Julian, you need to get me pop because I'm the queen. I was like, it seems like he has been getting JoJo popping. I mean, he has been getting Amada popping. And so this is when Jessie Wu was like, I told Julian my idea about daughter talk, mother talk, whatever shit talk show that she has. And now Amada's doing the same thing. It's not Amada that stole your style. It's Julian. So you need to take that out with Julian and not take it out with Amada. But so she got two issues with Amada. She's thinking Amada is stealing her style, but it's actually Julian that shared the details that you shared with Julie and Jessie. And then Jessie's also mad with Amada because Amada asked her boyfriend, have you ever cheated on her? Like really insignificant things that are not that big. But what went down at that showdown when, Jessie had to throw a bottle, that basically caused real beef. We'll see if they actually make up from that or whatever. But her and Amada didn't have to beef, and her and JoJo didn't have to beef. Cooler minds would have been calm, but, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do for the show so you can get back on next season, and so you can make a splash, and so you can get your IG and everything popping. Goes for all the characters on the show. So we have that situation. Then we have Trina bringing up that Shay wants to meet up with her because of Bobby. And, Bobby has put in a good word for Shay to actually meet up with Trina. And Trina's thinking about it. But her and Shay are actually cool. So, Trina's thinking about it. So she's going to meet up with her. And actually, Miami Tip was like, you should meet up with Shay. Shay's messed up, but she's actually a good person. And she's actually trying to change. Shay ain't trying to change. Shay is trying to stay relevant. And I give it to Shay. She's been on Vh1 for a lot of years. Maybe she's not a millionaire or a billionaire or all that other stuff. But of all the shows that she's been on, she's staying the most relevant. So that's what we can say about Shay. She may be playing these insignificant parts, but at least she's playing a part while the others are watching. So, and Shay red wig, I kind of like it, but Joy said her and her synthetic ass wigs. Joy, you're a mess because you've been looking good, Joy. Joy hasn't been playing around. Every time she's on camera, she is legit. And so we have that situation. So we're going to see what happens. Then we get JoJo. Then we get JoJo and P. They meet up. Basically, P is upset with JoJo because she's been dissing him. She's been, basically standing him up. And she was like, I'm falling for you. He was like, how are you falling for me? You don't show me that. And she was like, well, you ignored me for a whole week. He was like, I was being petty. And P is very petty. And so we have that situation. It's a no-go. So basically they kind of like make up from breaking up. I don't know what went on with that situation. JoJo threw her mother under the bus. JoJo's confused. She don't know what she wants. She lost, I think, her grandmother, she said, and she lost her best friend. She lost her business. She lost a lot. And right now, being in a relationship is a lot, or getting to know somebody is a lot. Well, then take the time and focus on what you need to focus on and heal, and leave P at the doorstep, because P ain't no prize to have, and your mother's telling you the goddamn truth. She knows better. She done birthed your big ass. But I'm big too, so don't take it as a shot. So then moving on from that situation, we have, Prince goes into the studio and he sounds terrible. He looks terrible. He's talking about, shampoo, poppy shampoo. This is a Dominican guy. He's not Dominican. He's Jamaican and white, I believe. He got corn braids in his hair now. His hair has not been that long, so he has the extensions in. And then he had a little nice dance. It sounds good as kitty music, but you know what? Chaotic thinks that maybe there's something to it. His rap was whack, so somebody's going to need to write for, Prince. It seems like a lot of these people that are on these shows, especially Love and Hip Hop, they got writers. It is what it is. It's not about being unique anymore and coming out the dome, but it's whatever. It is what it is. Prince is terrible. Young Hollywood is like, it's terrible. Young Hollywood don't want nothing to do with shampoo, conditioner. He don't want nothing to do with hair. He don't want nothing to do with Prince and his music. He just thinking it's the bad look, and he's trying to be quiet because he got roasted all last season. And in between the season, he got roasted. So he's going to be quiet. And Chaotic does not let Prince get in the booth. Prince looked like he was nervous, and it's a good thing because Prince probably would embarrass himself, and there would be memes up about Prince tonight. Him in the studio, being fugazi. So Prince is going to try to work on it. Chaotic thinks that, maybe he can cash in on him. I don't know. You just cashing in on a storyline right now. Because Joy and Pan, mine. Let's see if Joy's going to hook up with Chaotic. Let's see how that goes. So we have that situation. Then we have Veronica Vega. She goes to see her sister and her grandmother. And her sister looks just like JoJo. And Veronica Vega is crying. She said she got too much pressure, too much this. To be doing all that. And all this time you have $1.9 million spent on you. You was on this show last season. Now you're on the show this season. And you're breaking down. But I think maybe she's breaking down so she can show a human side of her. So it's almost like, the same thing with Amada. Amada was like, she got to take care of her mother. Everything's on her back. Her mother's been working so hard. She wants to stop her mother from working. And her mother put everything in her, to succeed and, and work day in and day out. So it seems like, Veronica's actually taking that storyline and kind of using that, basically talking about her grandfather passing away, and he's saying to her that you got to take care of your sisters, your grandmother, and then basically feeling like everybody's dependent on her. And actually the producer, Polo the Don, I finally got his name, Polo the Don, to help, sold his house and everything's a lot of pressure. So now she's breaking down crying. Her sister was like, I don't need nothing from you. I admire you. I just want you to be happy. So we'll see what Veronica does with that situation. I'm just like, damn, you invested all that money. He might as well, he could have gave it to all of us, me and my peoples. He could have gave it to us and we would have flipped it straight up and down. So we have that situation. And also it was funny when JoJo was like, I took nothing but L's last year. I know that feeling, JoJo, taking L's. So I'm just like, these wigs are just ridiculous. There's too many people on YouTube that do wigs for these girls not to have wigs, like legit wigs. So we get Trina and we get, Shay. They end up meeting And basically they let bygones be bygones. And Trina's just telling Shay, you don't let no man use you or abuse you. And basically he disrespected you. He didn't give you no respect. He didn't stick up for you. And why would you go after the woman? You should always go after the man. Always keep the argument with the man. Never bring the business to the woman. And Trina said, I ain't never been in no bullshit like that. I never let no man, I never got into it with no woman about no man and blase and the third. I feel you, Trina. I ain't fighting over no man. Never have, never will. And you ain't gonna play no games with me. And so we have, Shay is talking about, but, P was like, oh, I could never meet Joy. I can never talk to her. Then he said he can have sex with anytime he wants. It's like he always did something to make it insinuate that him and Joy had something going on, and he wouldn't let me talk to her. He wouldn't introduce me to her. It was just like he was keeping her a secret, like it was his best kept secret. So that made me feel a certain type of way about, Joy. But then that should have made you feel a certain type of way about P, and realize he's running games and playing with you, not being truthful, not being honest. And if he's doing that with Joy, imagine about the women you don't know. So Trini was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I'm going to have these ladies meet up. So then Joy and Trina and Shay actually meet up. And it kind of goes okay. But Joy's not here for it. Joy don't want to hear it. She's done with Shay. She was like, why am I going to talk to you? You tried to scout me. You tried to scout me? Come on. And Joy was like, I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was I told my friend that I seen this girl with somebody. And basically, Shay was like, that's wrong. You need to mind your business. You was wrong. You was instigating. You was starting trouble. And, you need to mind your business, blase and the third. So, yeah, like I don't know, sometimes you got to stay out of people's business when you got a boyfriend, a girlfriend cheating on one another. It's up to you to whether you want to get involved and actually tell the person that, oh, I seen him with this person, that person, because it can totally backfire on you. And then you seem like the liar. You seem like the enemy. And then you have the problems. And then now your friends are not coming around anymore because now they've been convinced that you are the troublemaker. So basically you take a risk of doing that. So it's up to you whether you want to do it or not, because you might lose a friend and you might lose a friend. So we have that situation, and Trina co-signed and say, like, you Joy, you need to mind your business. You never get in grown folks' business. You never tell a man what another woman's doing. You stay out of grown folks' business. And Joy was like, I don't think I was wrong. But Joy was like, maybe I shouldn't have said nothing like that, to P, but I wasn't trying to come at you. I didn't do it in a mean way. I was just like, yo, I seen your girl. We can take that or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie. If I see my girl's man with another woman or whatever, I gotta tell. And if I see my boy's girl with another man and they cozy, it all depends on how it looks and what the body chemistry is. Because it could just be a friend. It could just be business. But why don't your partner know that you're out with this person? Why is it like a secret? So anyways, Joy was like, okay, whatever. So Trina basically tried to check Joy and tell her that stay out of folks' business, and telling Joy that she needs to grow up and shit like that, and Shay needs to grow up and stop picking shitty ass people to be in a relationship with that don't really want to be with her. Make wise decision, because you went from scrappy to P. Just catastrophic, just terrible. Peace. I'm out. One love.